Hi guys, so we will see how to install Jenkins on AWS VM. Okay, so we can install in two ways Jenkins. First one, install through internet, that is jenkins.war file should be downloaded and then we need to install manually on Linux machine. And second one, install using package manager. So yum is the package manager for Red Hat family, so I'm going to use Red Hat family Linux, that is Amazon Linux. So that's why I'll use yum to install. And also I'll show you how to install using package manager, the second method, right? So Jenkins installation, okay, using package manager. So first of all, we have some steps here we need to follow one by one. So connect to Linux machine using PuTTY or MobiXterm. Okay, first of all, uh, I'll go to my AWS and then I'll get my public IP of that server. Okay, fine. Then I'll open MobiXterm. I have already added actually. So let's see. So right click and edit session. If we see that, so there the remote host, we need to give public IP and we need to select EC2-user. This is the default EC2-user for Amazon Linux. Then we also need to select the private key, which we downloaded at the time of Linux VM creation in AWS. And using these three, we can log in. So I have already connected to my Linux VM successfully. You can see here. Okay. Then second step is go to the following location and just follow some steps we have. So let's go first of all using browser. Okay, so this is official documentation of Jenkins. So there we can see Linux, Debian, Fedora, Red Hat. So as per our steps, so click on Red Hat or CentOS. So click on Red Hat or CentOS and then execute the commands which are under long-term support release on Linux machine one by one. Okay, so this is long-term support release. We have some commands here we need to get one by one and we need to execute one by one on Linux machine. So I'll take one and copy and paste, execute. Second one, okay. Third one, then fourth, and last, systemctl daemon reload. Okay, yes, here. Okay, let it complete. Fine. So last step in that execute commands. So sudo systemctl daemon reload. So it is completed now. Okay. Next step is okay. So far we installed Jenkins. Now we need to start the Jenkins. Need to start the Jenkins. Okay, before that, let's check the status of Jenkins. Sudo systemctl status Jenkins server or service. So currently it is in inactive state and dead. So we need to start. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, using the command that we have already. Okay, start Jenkins and adding Jenkins service to start up automatically on boot up. So we will use one more command, sudo systemctl enable Jenkins to add Jenkins service to start up automatically on boot up when we restart our Linux machine. So this Jenkins service will be automatically start up if we use this command. right? So I enabled, that's why, right? Next one, sudo status Jenkins. Okay, let's check the status of Jenkins. So it should be running, right? Now it is in active state and running well. Okay, so with this we have successfully installed Jenkins. Now let's access the Jenkins using web client. So in our case, Firefox or Chrome, we can use any web client and we can access using the following URL. So I'll copy and paste, but so the IP address we need to modify or update, right? So which IP address? My Linux VM IP address is this one. So 383. We need to take public IP and we need to replace and click on that. Okay, yeah, so I can see unlike Jenkins page, so we need to do some configuration here. But if you don't see this page, even if you use your IP address and port number, we need to check one thing to make sure. So in our Linux VM there will be one security group, so launch wizard 1. So we need to check that security group launch wizard 1. Okay, so if you see, where is that launch wizard 1? I can't see, 1 second. Yes, now I can see. If you click if you click on here, okay, and see the inbound rules, there should be all traffic and all protocols, all port range and source from any IP. The request can come to my Linux machine. Otherwise, we won't see the Jenkins configuration page. So we need to add this rule, inbound rule, allow all traffic from any IP in whole world. Okay, all right. So now we have to do some configuration in order to see the home page of Jenkins, right? So there one path is here, so we have to take this path. There is initial admin password that we need to enter here, but this administrator password can be found at the following location. This location is my AWS Linux VM, so I need to go there and cat sudo cat, let me cat that file. So this is the file, initial admin password is the file. So yeah, I got this. So this is the password. You need to copy and paste over here. Click on continue. I need to save. Right. So the next step is, so access the Jenkins web. Okay, fine. Get the password and paste accordingly. We pasted. And next step is install suggested plugins. Okay, so it is giving two options to customize Jenkins: install suggested plugins or select plugins to install. So we don't know which plugin we should select. That's why we will go with install suggested plugins option. So click on that. So some plugins will be installed in Jenkins at the time of installation. So that is fine, just like Git, LDAP, and some plugins like and. Okay, let it complete. Okay, then next step is provide username as Jenkins and other relevant details we need to provide. Okay, so let me give Jenkins username and password like password 123. Okay, password 123 and full name, let's say Jenkins again. Email address, let me give my one. Click on save and continue. No need to save. It's fine. So yeah, we can take this URL, but we have already that URL. This is Jenkins URL. Okay, save and finish. Okay, now Jenkins is ready. We need to click on start using Jenkins. Jenkins setup is also completed. Okay, now we can see Jenkins homepage and also dashboard and number of options we can see. That's it. So that is finally you will see Jenkins homepage. Okay, yeah, but before installing Jenkins, we need to make sure that Jenkins has been developed by using Java language. So that's why JDK is a prerequisite for Jenkins installation. So we need to make sure that Java is installed on that Linux machine and also Java C compiler is available. Okay, that's all. Thank you.